Welcome back to this section, this training on after NYSC, what next? In the previous section, we talked about the abundance of job prospects everywhere and having the necessary tools to locate the jobs. In this section, I'll be talking about the right positioning, and it's very, very important that you listen very well to what I'm going to be saying here. The internet these days has actually made job hunting simplified. I remember while I was doing my industrial training in Nestle Nigeria PLC, I had the opportunity to work in the human resources department in the Agbara factory way back 2005-2006. Then whenever there's any job vacancy, I remember very well I'm the one that usually goes outside the company premises to put the notice on the board outside the factory. And then those days we usually receive manual applications, and personally when it comes to recruitment of junior staff, production technicians, either electrical or mechanical or sometimes drivers, I remember very well that I used to be the one who sorts the application. Sometimes we have I remember a time we needed just about 25 or 100 production technicians, and I had to do with over 600 applications. I had to open each one of the envelopes one after the other. But with these days, job hunting has been simplified because of the internet, and the internet has thousands of leads that can actually help you secure a very good job. Yes, the fact that the internet has simplified things also means it has also given room to scammers. Many scammers, especially some multi-level marketing companies or individuals, have now used the internet to lure unsuspecting people into multi-level marketing. Sometimes they tell you you get an alert that you have been shortlisted for a particular interview, and you get there, you dress very well. Sometimes they even organize aptitude tests or interviews, and at the end of the day they sit you down, they start playing a motivational video, and at the end of the day they begin to say whatever it is they want to say. You need to be aware of that, and in the following sections I'll also talk about that. Now, don't just sit down and expect jobs to come. Like one of my friends used to say, whose book I'll be introducing to you, getting a job is also a job. Getting a good job is also a good job. Yes, because you have to do everything. Don't expect manna to fall from heaven. Excuse me. I know this is Nigeria. We have a man no man. Yes, that is present, but that does not mean that should be your only yardstick. If you really need something, go out there and get it. Don't sit down and expect manna to fall from heaven. Blogs and millions of other websites contain all you need to get a very good job. I was telling you about the necessary tools. You need to know how to write professional CVs. You need to know how to write cover letters. You need to know when job vacancies are available. And I can tell you, we are really blessed in this generation. Instead of spending your time pinging, commenting on people's photos and whatever on social media, take out your time to improve yourself in CV writing, cover letter writing, and Google is your friend. And I also want you, if you're on Twitter, you can follow at Niger Compass. They have sometimes they post useful information. You can also search them out. They have a channel on BBM. Can't remember now. I joined the BBM group some months ago, not because I'm looking for a job, but just to keep myself abreast of information. There's also a Facebook group. I think they also own this Facebook group, Graduates and Core Members Forum. You can also search out that group, the page, as job vacancies are also frequently posted there. Then you can also visit. I made a mistake in Ireland here. It's actually NAIRA, the Jobs and Vacancies and Careers Board on Ireland. It's where the Jobs and Vacancies Board subsection on Ireland presents good opportunities. I remember there's a particular thread started by Miss Steph and titled Post Abuja Jobs Here. That's for people who need jobs in Abuja. There are also other threads started by some other people for teachers only, for jobs in Port Harcourt. If you really, and there have been testimonies on Nairaland about people who got their own jobs through Nairaland. So take out your time. Don't just sit down and expect the job to come to you. But take out your time, go out there and find good jobs. And so move over. Yes, this is the book I was telling you about. I have read this book. The Job Seekers Creed, and I can tell you it's very, very massive. It was written by a friend, Etuk. Actually met him on, I saw his post a long time ago on Nairaland. I read his blog, and I came in contact with him. I don't think his book was even, maybe it was out then, yes. And we later got to see one-on-one, and I bought his book. And I can tell you, this book is a massive asset. It's not just a book of theory, it's a book of practical experience, his own practical experience on how he was able to get a job after service. Contains the pains, the gains, and so many things we need to avoid. And in short, this book is very, very powerful. His contact number is here, and his BBM pin. You can also look out for him on Facebook, Etuk. Yes, you can also search him out on Facebook, Ernest Etuk or Ernest Etuk. I can't remember the order of the arrangement, but I can tell you this book really, I underlined this book. I also used this book some time ago. I did a seminar for core members while I was serving on the marketplace winning CV. This is one of the materials, the resources I used to prepare. Enhancing your employability. I beg your pardon. This is one of the resources I used for that seminar, and I can tell you this book is very, very massive. It's not just a theoretical book, it's a book of practical experiences of other people, personal experiences he had. And as you can see on the front cover, you have tips on power CV writing, career SWOT analysis, salary negotiation, guerrilla job hunting, recruitment fraud, and unconventional job interviews. Get this book. Just contact him, and he'll be glad to sell a copy of this book to you. This book is massive. When you get the book, it gives you a free CV makeover. It looks at your CV there. Once you get the book, get in contact with him. I can tell you this book is very, very important. I have read it cover to cover by God's grace, and I can tell you this book is what you need. It's one of the sole materials you need if you want to position yourself properly, if you want to ensure that you have the right tools, the right mentality, the right attitude towards job search. Then you need this book, The Job Seekers Creed. Then, as I move over to the CV writing section, if you get this book, there's a whole lot on CV writing there that you can actually pick up. I've just mentioned one or two things in this CV writing. Your CV is your marketing tool. You see, your CV actually goes where you cannot go, and it is meant to do you one thing: to be shortlisted for aptitude tests or interviews. That is one thing your CV does. But I've discovered, I did a whole lot of research about CV writing CV for getting interviews or aptitude tests. It took me about 6 months. I took out my time during service here. I read most of my nights were for reading, for research. Even though I had a 2G connection, we had a 2G connection then in the part of Katsina State where I served. Funtua town to be precise. I made sure I took out time. I read. Your CV is meant to do one thing for you. It's supposed to get you interviews, and it goes where you can't go and carries a definite message. For more on CV writing, I'd like you to go to this website. It's my website, thesolutionpalace.com/CV, and download this ebook I wrote, The Marketplace Winning CV. I've actually explained what it takes to write a CV that wins in the marketplace. So go there. I won't spend much time on talking about the market the type of CV. Just go over there, and in the next section, in that ebook, I treated this chronological CV format, functional CV format, combination CV format, and also making your CV standard. So go there and get it, download it. You fill a form, you download, and you fill a form, you get it via email. Thank you, and we'll meet in the next section.